Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kais and today we're playing Altar Tron. This is one of my favorite decks to play and I think it has a pretty good matchup against the metagame. So the first reason is it goes over the top of people. That's pretty good versus Terror. We also have a lot of life gain with Weather the Storm and Candy Trail. That's pretty good versus Kuldotha. And I'm making a change to the list, playing 4 Star and 4 Rockets with 4 Seal of Doom in the sideboard, which I think might be pretty good versus Glee. We have 4 Deadly Dispute and 4 Grim Search to make up that card advantage, and a couple of Energy Refractors, which are the best way to get colors in Tron, in my opinion. We also have 3 Foundry Inspectors, so we are going to be able to go infinite very easily and kill our opponent with makeshift munitions. If you've never seen this deck before, the way it works is you sacrifice with Ashnod's Altar to make 2 mana. You can sacrifice Mirror Retriever, which costs 2 mana, so you return Mirror Retriever over and over, giving you infinite loops at mana neutral. With Foundry Inspector in play, you get infinite mana. You can filter that with Energy Refractor or Wizard's Rockets, and you can potentially get infinite golems with Golem Foundry. If you have infinite mana in colors, you can get back infinite things with Blood Fountain by returning 2 Mirror Retrievers, and one of those returning something else. So you go off really hard, potentially pretty fast. Foundry Inspector makes it a lot quicker to play on Magic Online, but it also just increases the explosiveness of the deck. Here, like I said, we're playing the Wizard's Rockets, which is awesome, and the Grim Search. If you want to check out sideboard guides for this kind of deck, that's all on patreon.com/Kais. And if you want early access to videos, that's on YouTube's join in the membership section. If you go into the higher tiers, there's more sideboard guides in both sections. There's also the opportunity to do a deck donation. Make sure to like and subscribe and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about the build and the gameplay. Check out cardmarket.com, the largest seller of Magic the Gathering cards in Europe. And let's go get some matches in. All right, here we go. We're on the play. Game 1, we have Power Plant map. I think I'm keeping this. Munitions is medium, but we can go Power Plant plus Candy Trail looking for more Tron lands. And if that doesn't work out, we'll play double Rockets on turn 2. Or just map on turn 2 anyway. Let's go. Candy Trail, your turn. Let's see how this Scry goes. I'm bottoming these for now. Our opponent's turn. Plays Twisted Landscape, so we're up against Glee. We're looking for a Tron land off the top. Find Energy Refractor. Let's play Conduit Pylons. Do we want to draw the top card? It is a power plant, so I guess so. We'll top it. Play out the Refractor, draw a card. We draw the power plant, and then we're going to have to go for map into a Tron land on the next turn. Not great. But this is where, like, if I'd had the Rockets in play, I could untap and then play the Seal of Doom. With the Root Wall of right away, or Brute Scale. So I'll just play my map. Pass the turn. If I'm dead, I'm dead. This is why Glee is terrible. You just turn 3 you without anything going on. Easy. 2 free. Concede. They literally didn't do anything. They just played it and won. I hate it. I hate it. Bring the Seal of Dooms. So dumb. We want the Stream of Thought. I don't know. So the Weather Storms don't matter. Maybe I just cut 1 Grim Search and 1 Inspector. So we have some removal spells. Oh, I just submitted 61. Whoops. I meant to move the Inspector, but it didn't go. This is fine. So we have Rockets, turn 2 Rockets again, and then we can Deadly Dispute. Play Rockets, go. It's kind of what you sign up for playing Tron combo. You're going to go over the top of these like mid-range decks, but you'll just straight up lose to turn 3. I had it in my hand the whole time. Okay, Expedition map. Play out the Nether Rockets. That's the turn. If they turn 3 me again, I'm going to be so mad. Duress. Yep, so they get to take my Deadly Dispute. Plays Golgari Rod Farm. So they're playing a version of the deck playing Bajuka Bog and splashing for Writhing Chrysalis. In my opinion, it's a worse version of the deck, but people can do what they want. Let's crack for Expedition map, get Tower, play Tower. We're going to go Star crack for black, play the Blood Fountain, and discard the power plant to draw a card. We have a bunch of colors in play. Play the Blood Fountain. Maybe discarding the map is better. I'll discard the power plant. That's the card they knew about, I think. We find the altar. Our opponent plays a Colony Garden. They're passing the turn, looking to deadly dispute the Colony Garden. Okay. Play the map. I'm gonna crack it for the Surveil land and see if I can figure out what's on the top of my deck. Surveil. Don't want that. Let's crack this for black. I guess black, green. Black, green. We found the Seal of Doom. So I can crop the pylons. I only have 5 mana. I'll just play that Seal of Doom out. I almost clicked the Ashnod's Altar. That's the turn. I don't really want to crop for Tron unless I have a lot of colors. Our opponent Deadly Disputes. That's pretty expected. So they have to have some sort of protection spell now that the Seal of Doom is in play. They play an Energy Refractor and draw a card. Okay, so it's my turn. Discarding the hand size, yikes. Discards a Tree of Tails. Let's map. I will grab another pylons. And then I'm going to play it and make green. Crop it for tower. So this makes use of the crop in my hand. Tower. Another rockets. I don't think I want that. Play the altar. Pass the turn. Our opponent Deadly Disputes, sacrificing their treasure. Means they get to draw 2 more cards. I think I would have done that on their turn in order to try to make a land drop, but they discard the Tree of Tails, so I guess they already made their land drops, so never mind. They just had too many cards in hand. We're currently at 0 cards in hand, very immune to a duress, which is great. Let's see. Unfortunately, we don't have like too much value to get back if we like, okay, so they play Riding Chrysalis, which is fine. That can beat us eventually. Them taking the Deadly Dispute early was big game for them. I'm gonna sacrifice the Wizard's Rockets. We'll make black, black, red, green. Candy Trail. Okay. Looking for a Mirror Retriever. Found a Grim Search, so I'll bottom, top this, draw. Grim Search. Bargain away the altar. Energy Refractor, I will take. Everything else, no. Draw an extra card. Play the Energy Refractor. Draw a card again. It's good to have that in play now. And then play the Trail. Another Seal of Doom is great, so I'll top and top, and then just draw a card. Drawing the Chromatic Star. So next turn, I can Seal of Doom again. They're paying 2, a Visitor's Insight on a spawn, drawing a bunch of cards. Malevolent Rumble from the opponent. Okay, they get into Last Rites in their Rumble, which is really good for me, because that goes away. They choose Basking Brute Scale. They can play the Brute Scale plus Glee, and then try to go off. If they have protection, we're dead. 5 mana. Okay. So they're now going to Eviscer's Insight on their spawn. Playing another Chrysalis. Okay. I don't think it's time to Seal of Doom this just yet. First thing we're going to do is Grim Search this Chromatic Star. Chromatic Star. Make a black here with the Energy Refractor. And then bargain it away. Drawing 3 cards. So we draw a blind, and then we draw whatever we choose. Okay, Golem Foundry means we're close to winning. I do have to put the Seal of Doom into play, though. So we have not made a land drop yet this turn. That means we can take Tower Retriever. Now I have 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Play the Tower. Play the Golem Foundry. Play Mirror Retriever. And then play another Seal of Doom. We should be protected from a full combo turn. And then we can just go ahead and get back a Candy Trail to try and dig for the combo. Once we have our 2 Retrievers looping, we'll have infinite mana. Then we can do the Blood Fountain draw your deck thing. Our opponent's getting in. So we'll just block the bigger one. Get back Candy Trail. They are deadly disputing a spawn, making their chrysalises gigantic. So this league we're trying to note whether or not the Seal of Doom is good, and if we can get it off earlier with the Wizard Rockets. Because otherwise I would be playing something like Ichor Wellspring that gets a lot more value. They play a Chromatic Star. They have 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. My turn. Oh, so there's the combo. Is there anything that they can do to stop me? Let's go Candy Trail. Looking for a Foundry Inspector now. I found it. Top. We'll go draw a card. Play the Inspector. So this is infinite mana. Let's see if they have anything to disrupt me. I'm not sure what they could have. They certainly could have like a Weather the Storm here. Play Mirror Retriever. And then let's alter the Retriever to return a Retriever. Looks like they've got nothing. Okay. So now I'm going to loop for a while and make a bunch of mana. They probably have a Weather or something. And then I think what I want to do here is Retriever for Candy Trail. And then I'm going to turn off auto yields, play the Candy Trail. Crack it right away. Now I'll always yield to it. There's a Foundry Inspector and munitions. Okay, and they scooped. So this would have been a much easier way to just get the munitions in play. Our opponent was kind and scooped. Really appreciate that. You're the true hero. They're doing me dirty and then they're doing me kindly. I just don't understand. All right, let's try again. Okay. I'll keep this. We do need to get to turn 4 probably to not die. If I find another land, I can Grim Search one of these. Our opponent on Twisted Landscape turn 1. They have mulligan to 6, it looks like. And we have Expedition Map. That's really good. Okay. Turn 3 Tron. They have Forest right away. Don't do it. Don't do it. No. Whew. Scary. Okay, they find the Glee. Bad. So they can make an infinite creature next turn if they have the combo and an untapped land. I mean the creature and an untapped land. We have Foundry Inspector. So next turn we can play Foundry Inspector, dump my hand. Grab a mine. They play a mountain. Malevolent Rumble. They don't have the Glee in hand. So I think I try to top. Okay, they have a Duress. No. They're going to play Wellspring. I don't even know what's going on. They chose Wellspring, so they have just Sadistic Glee, that's a known card. Play the Mine. Play Foundry Inspector. Chromatic Star. We'll crack it for black in case I top deck exactly the card I need, which would be the Seal of Doom. Didn't. I'll play the Wizard's Rockets. Deadly Dispute the Wizard's Rockets. Can I find the Seal of Doom? Did not, but I can Candy Trail looking for it. Bottom these cards. Then we'll go Golem Foundry into double Wizard's Rockets. So we definitely did a lot. Storm is currently 7. That's pretty nice. We're going to untap with a lot of colors. Once again, I am asking you to please not kill me. They can go tap, tap, black, then they can make infinite, but does it win? Viscer's Insight on the Wellspring, so they probably don't win here. I don't have anything I can do, so I'm just F6ing. I think I probably just sack all this for color sources and start doing stuff. Uh-oh. Chromatic Star, okay. 2 mana. They must have a Deadly Dispute. Red. It's weird. Munitions, okay. So if they put the combo on the table, they have the win. I find a Mirror Retriever. So we'll start with the Mirror Retriever. Make a Golem. We'll crack this. Make a bunch of mana. Green, red, and a bunch of black. Draw cards. I draw a Deadly Dispute. I could hold off on playing the Power Plant. I'm going to start with Deadly Dispute. Well, Grim Search searches the deepest. But then we know... Okay, so usually I like to go Deadly Dispute first because it gives me more card selection here. Like knowing what you actually want. Another Deadly Dispute. Okay, Deadly Dispute again on the Mirror Retriever. Grab Chromatic Star. I don't think it matters that much. We might need the untapped colored source. We draw Foundry Inspector. So I'll go Chromatic Star again. If I play Foundry Inspector for 2 mana, then I can play Mirror Retriever for free. 0 mana. And then Grim Search with Bargain on the Chromatic Star. Find a Crop Rotation. There's an Ashnod's Altar and a Grim Search. I already have a Grim Search in hand. Okay, I'll take these. So this gives me infinite mana, but not a lot of colors. Play the Altar. Sacrifice. Now I have infinite mana. But what I need is an Energy Refractor. So I'll start by drawing a card. Deadly Dispute. Okay, so I can play the Mirror Retriever, and then use the black mana here to Deadly Dispute the Mirror Retriever. Just maintaining my color. So this is why Energy Refractor not in the deck is bad. We found it. Wow. Okay, I guess it's just over. Play the Refractor. This is turn 4. Our opponent got a bit unlucky though. Mirror Retriever, get back Retriever. Let's make infinite mana. I'll put the Seal of Doom in play right now to show that I have it. And then I'll start making some more mana until I can Grim Search a couple of times. And then I think I want to do Yield through this turn so I don't have to pause on stuff. Just makes it a little bit faster. You can see how it's just like slapping right through. Sack this, easy peasy. Normally when I'm playing Altar, I set up my windows to be very efficient, but because I don't have to click the mana and click around quite as much, it's easier just to do it this way. Let's make black. Bargain. Sack the Retriever. Get back the Retriever. Looking for a Blood Fountain. We find Candy Trail. Energy Refractor is 0 mana, so it doesn't cost me anything to take it. It's basically the same as just drawing another card. Play that. Gives me another counter on the Golem Foundry. I should have played the Candy Trail first. That was a mistake. Bottom. Top the Mirror Retriever. We'll draw into it. Make a black. What I like about the Seal of Doom is that once it's in play, it's just kind of sitting there, waiting for your opponent. So if I had played the Candy Trail first, I would have set up the Energy Refractor draw. Get back the Mirror Retrievers. And here I probably want to get back a Candy Trail after making some mana. Maybe not. Because the Grim Search, yeah, let's just Grim Search first. Sack this. We don't draw an extra card there. We ended up winning the match. Wow. Good luck in the rest, opponent. Thanks for being cool, and we'll see you in round 2. Round 2 versus Noob. We have a turn 2 Deadly Dispute. I think it's probably okay. A little risky. I believe the last time I faced Noob, I died. They play Drawsforge Bridge. I'll play Pylons. And Surveil. I don't want the Swamp. I'll play the Wizard's Rockets, since it's a tapped artifact. I don't know what they're on. Drawsforge Bridge could be lots of different things. Okay, they're Jund something. Nile Spellbomb. They're probably Jund mid-range. I find a Crop Rotation. So let's play... If there's a Tron land on top, I want to draw into it. I think I'm just going to play the Swamp. And then play the Refractor for the moment. Trying to make the decision like so that it's easier to know what's going on. I'm also concerned about them wildfiring my tower because I only have the Swamp right now. And all the basics are out of my deck. They wildfire their own land. Plays a Karkland Shaman. Find a Weather Storm. Let's go tower. Lay out Chromatic Star. I'll pass. I'm protected from a potential wildfire because I can crop my land. They have a Wellspring, 4 cards in hand. They Deadly Dispute. Okay. Plays a forest. Anything else? They're going to get in for 1. That's fine. Deadly Dispute on the star. We draw a Dispute. And the power plant. Let's take a draw. Finding another tower. Okay, that's makes me want to tap this. Go green, crop. Grab the mine. Play a Wizard's Rockets. Deadly Dispute it. Draw some cards. Ashnod's Altar, okay. We have to force through this Nile Spellbomb, which is stinky. Let's go black. Grim Search on the Wizard's Rockets. Finding another Grim Search. Golem Foundry is great. And then if they Wildfire me, I need to take the mine. Okay. Then we'll play out the Golem Foundry. Then we'll discard the Conduit Pylons. So now I have 1 extra of every land in my deck. And if they Wildfire me, we have nothing to search for. Oh, you got me. So good. Got me so good. Plays a Writhing Chrysalis. Okie dokie. Clan Shaman is kind of annoying with this specific combo deck. Let's go tower, play Candy Trail, see what's on top. Rockets and a Grim Search. I think I'm going to top and top. Draw the rockets. I'll go Ashnod's Altar, then play Mirror Retriever. So I'm going to lose my Mirror Retriever here, but it's not that big of a deal. We have 3 more in the deck. Another Nile Spellbomb. Yep. No attacks. Interesting. Start with Wizard's Rockets, and then Grim Search it. I mean, maybe I want to Grim Search the Mirror Retriever first, because I can't play through both these Spellbombs right now. We'll do that. Bargain, sack this thing. Get back the Candy Trail. They crack the Spellbomb. Very expected. We only have 1 more tower left in the deck, so if I find a tower, I probably want to take it. Another Golem Foundry is great. The rest of the lands I don't want. Another Altar. Let's play the Golem Foundry. And then play a Mine. And then pass the turn. Our opponent cycles a Twisted Landscape on my end step. They're untapping with 6 cards in hand. Still has this Spellbomb sitting around. Another Wildfire, it looks like. That stinks. They decline to attack. Okay. We have a Deadly Dispute. I guess I'm going to start with Deadly Dispute on the Wizard's Rockets. We find a Foundry Inspector, which is a great cost reducer here, and a Mirror Retriever. We can crop rotation, crop this, grabbing a tower. The last one in the deck, play an Ashnod's Altar. And then I'll pass the turn. We're planning on using the Grim Search on end step, sacrificing an Ashnod's Altar. In order to play through the Spellbomb, we need the rest of the Mirror Retrievers, I guess. They cycle again. Are you going to attack? They don't attack. Okay, I'll make a black. And then Grim Search on the Altar. This is the only Altar left in the deck. We'll take the Inspector. Or do we even want any of this stuff? I think no. Yeah, we draw Rockets and a Weather Storm, which isn't great. Candy Trail is pretty good. Let's start on that. It seems like they're holding back their Clan Shaman. So if I find the munitions, like right here, I can take it out. And then I can put creatures on the table. I'll top and top. Draw a card. Play the munitions. I'll go Wizard's Rockets. I am a mid-range deck. Play munitions. And then we will just, I guess, pass the turn, but we can ping this thing. Usually I like to ping out the Clan Shaman on end step. Oh, interesting. They sacrifice the Nile Spellbomb. So they're looking for something to do. They're feeling afraid. We have our Mirror Retriever in hand, so we can sacrifice the rocket, get it back with the Mirror Retriever, and get back, then sacrifice the rocket again to draw another card. Refurbish Familiar is fine, I think. I'm going to discard a Weather Storm. That's not something I need right now. Okay, so let's just pop this. We draw the Grim Search, and then I'll make some golems. Let's go. Let's see if I can find the combo. Candy Trail. Start on Foundry Inspector. That way my other things are free. Play the Candy Trail. They might have a removal spell. So do I want to draw off of it? I think I'm just going to sacrifice it for mana. I basically got all that mana back and got a card out of their hand. I can Mirror Retriever it back if I want to. Okay, we win. Top, draw. There's just a little bit of time-consumingness to do here. Because we're going to Mirror Retriever into Mirror Retriever again, and then grab the Candy Trail, play the Candy Trail, sacrifice Mirror Retriever. Let's see if they have another removal spell. Get the Foundry Inspector. Well, yeah, I'll get the Foundry Inspector. Play it again. Maybe I should have sacrificed the Mirror Retriever first to get that loop going. Play another Mirror Retriever. Okay, so they don't have anything now. We make infinite mana, we shoot them. I am going to move this over here. Play the Mirror Retriever for 1 mana. Then we sacrifice it. Move this trigger window so it's a little bit easier. Okay. They kill the Foundry Inspector. Okay, I'll sacrifice it. Currently we have 8 mana. We can make a black. Cast Grim Search. Ooh, another Foundry Inspector. So that makes it a lot easier. Sweet. Blood Fountain. And then we're good there. Sacrifice one of my golems. Make black. Get back the 2 things. Sacrifice Mirror Retriever. Get back the Blood Fountain. Play the Foundry Inspector. Do you have any more removal spells? Check this. Play another Foundry Inspector. Okay, the scoop. Nice. Easy. So, I think that this is a deck that's going to be bringing in Weather the Storms. I'm thinking Stream of Thought could be good here. We don't necessarily need this Foundry Inspector. I think the Ancient Grudge can come in. Crop rotations I do kind of want. I think maybe we can trim a Weather the Storm. That's a little sketchy. I'm going to trim 1 Rockets and then bring back in 1 Weather. We definitely need the Ancient Grudge. This hand, I have some concerns, but I think it's fine. We're going to make it to some lands. They're going turn 1 Duress. That's my concern here, is that they either take the Grim Search or the Blood Fountain, and both of those being duressed here is not great. They take the Grim Search. We have 7 more of those draw spells in the deck. Candy Trail I like. All Chromatic Star. That's the turn. Next turn, I'll just go Star Trail. They Wellspring. Goes back to 5 cards in hand. Let's play out the Candy Trail. Let's see what's on top. Refractor, Grim Search. Bottom, top, a black, and then play a Chromatic Star. So just cantripping there gives me the opportunity to draw into a land. They go Gorilla Shaman. Okay. So Gorilla Shaman's not that good versus my deck. They could spend the mana to take out the Candy Trail, which would be a bummer. Refurbished Familiar. We'll discard Star. Refurbished Familiar is a mean card. Let's go black again. Draw a card. Play the tower. Next turn, I think I'm going to have to go Refractor. If I play the Blood Fountain, they can just Gorilla Shaman the tokens and stuff. Let's play this Makeshift Munitions. I can take out their creatures with the Blood Fountain. I can like pop this. We're at 20. They play another land. Writhing Chrysalis. That's not great. They can't currently take out my... Well, they could take out the Blood Fountain. On a crop rotation. Play the Blood Fountain. And then I'm going to just ping this. Oops. Ping that with the token. Then if they go after the blood fountain, I'll just... I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. Kills the blood fountain, huh? So if I kill the... Fine. Take out this. If we find a Tron land, we're in great shape. Because we can crop for a tower. They get back refurb. Cast it for 1 mana. I will discard the weather. Which is bad. They get in. Find a Golem Foundry. I'll try drawing 2 cards. Just no lands. I think we're just dead because of that. They're attacking for 6 a turn. Alright, I'll go the next game. Kind of dumb. Let's see. I think I want to go on the Fangren Marauder plan over the Weather the Storms. Because Fangren Marauder is great against them. And maybe Foundry Inspector is just not necessary. And in that case, I bring in this again. We can bring in a single Inspector. Okay, we'd like to play first. We almost have Tron online. Let's go Tower into Chromatic Star. I kind of want to lead on Tower to make them think I don't care about it. But I do. I do care about it. Like Energy Refractor, draw a card. Finding a Grim Search. They play a Wellspring. Let's get the Golem Foundry in play. Let's see if they go for the Wildfire. Duress. Stink. They have quite a few options. They decide on taking the crop rotation. I think that's probably... We draw into an expedition map. Nice. I was going to say, I don't think that's the greatest plan, because we could always just draw into an expedition map. Pass the turn. But it allows them to Wildfire my land. They Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. Maybe I should have played the Makeshift Munitions on the last turn there. They play Refurb. I should have... Lots of things I should have done there. I'll discard the Altar. I don't like that, though. Another one. Okay, discard Munitions. Make black. I shouldn't have F6'd. Let's Grim Search. Now I have plenty to discard to the Refurbs, but I don't have anything to do. I'll take another Grim Search and the Expedition map. Play the Expedition map. Then we'll Deadly Dispute it. Boink. I find a Candy Trail. Okay. Now I have a Golem. There is the Marauder. So let's top and top. Play this. Draw. Your turn. I'm holding the Chromatic Star for the moment. They've got a Writhing Chrysalis. Okay. Getting in. I don't need to make a Golem because they can just block it with a Chrysalis. But I'm going to play Chromatic Star first and then play out the Fangren Marauder so I can get the value off the Fangren Marauder. Make green. Play the Marauder. How much mana do I have left over? Just 3. So I'll go black. Always yes, always yield. We're going to gain 5 life. Grim Search. Bargain away the star. Gain another 5 life. Oh, we'll go to 25 because the Grim Search loses life. Draw rockets. Take the Candy Trail, the Mirror Retriever. Don't like the fact that I'm putting a lot of artifacts in the graveyard, but what are you going to do? I think I should play the Candy Trail first. Set up my draws. Mirror Retriever, search. Top. Pass. No more Mirror Retriever. No more Refurbs, please. They Wildfire. Okay. We get a basic. Luckily, I still have some in the deck. And they've played a Wellspring, drawn a card. I just forgot to talk about it. They're getting in for 4. Okay. My turn. Finding a tower. That's nice. Let's play the Wizards. I should have put the tower into play first because I just lost out on a mana. That was a mistake. Even though I was thinking, oh, I'll be tricky and I just won't put the tower into play. Why would I do that? Let's see what we've got down here. I think I play the Mirror Retriever and then get back the Ashnod's Altar. Grim Search the Retriever. Get back the Ashnod's Altar. Okay, this Grim Search is going to resolve. We find Mirror Retriever and Grim Search. Perfect. So if they have nothing, we have infinite life. Play the Altar. Currently I could Grim Search the Golem Foundry. Play me Retriever. You're good with that? They're gonna do something. They Deadly Dispute. We gain 5 life again. So they're looking for an artifact hate card, probably. Galvanic Blast on the Fang and Marauder. Okay. Another Galvanic. Well, I'll just sacrifice it for mana then. And make infinite. So let's draw a card off the Candy Trail first. Another Mirror Retriever. Sacrifice, put the Mirror Retriever into play. And then we have to make a bunch of mana. So here, because I have no cost reducer, right? Yeah, nothing's exiled. Mirror Retriever for Mirror Retriever over and over. We have no no energy refractors either. Currently at 12 minutes on clock, so let's see how long it takes. I think the best thing to do is get back the Candy Trail after I make a bunch of mana. So maybe I should just do that first. That way if I draw into the cost reducer, it's better. Candy Trail, play the Candy Trail. We have 14 golems ready to come out. Bottom both of these. Make a golem, sack it, draw a card. An Ancient Grudge, so I can take out their land. I'm going to sacrifice 2 golems, make black, and then Grim Search, sacrificing the rockets. This draws me a card, Conduit Pylons. So we find Stream of Thought and a Golem Foundry. Okay, that's the game. Can I accomplish it? Okie dokie. Now I just make a golem, sack this, play the Golem Foundry. Now we begin sacrificing the Mirror Retrievers forever. This is funny. And now I have to do some math. So let's bring up the calculator. We know that one Stream of Thought costs 6 mana because it's 4 plus 1, so it's 6. They're at 38. We need to mill them 10 times. So 38, so 10 minus 1, right? 9 times 6 times 6, 54, plus an additional 2. So we need 56 mana. Now, that means that we need, divided by 2, we need 28 on each. Okay. Begin. We're at 10 minutes on clock. Let's go. Easy. Although it won't be easy to get this recording in one day, so I have to probably take a break. Wait, am I thinking correctly? 56 mana. We need... Each golem makes 2 mana, right? So we need 28 golems, which means that each Golem Foundry has to make 14 golems, which means that each Golem Foundry has to go to... Think this through. Come on. I can do it. It's so hard to think in combo at the same time. This is the struggle. And I definitely cannot put on the combo glasses because I would just not be able to see and click correctly here. 42 is the answer. Or we go to 40 and 43 and then just go all in, sacking the Mirror Retriever, which is fine. My hand hurts. All right, we finally made enough golems. So we're going to put a lot of them on the stack. 4. Okay, they're all on the stack, always yield. Now, if my calculations are correct, we should have 25 golems. There's 10. So that's 40. So this is 60 mana. Now we're going to Stream of Thought with Replicate U. Replicate 9 times. Make a blue. Wait. Sacrifice this. Make a blue. Sacrifice this. Make a blue. Sacrifice this. Make a blue. This is the fastest way to get through the blue. So we need to make 15 blue. Uh-oh. Do we have enough? 12 more blue. 11 more blue. Okay, this is enough. 10 more blue. Oops. Blue. Wait, sacrifice this. This is the fastest way. You sacrifice it, then you make a blue. because it auto uses the mana. This is something that I learned while playing Brood Scale. Float the mana exactly. Boom. You can announce the spell and then start paying for it, which is very, very helpful. And I'm not worried about the clock, even though it only says 3 minutes left. I have done this many times. Make a blue. I need to make 18. Okay, so I went a little bit overboard on everything. I also need to yield through this turn. I made way too many golems. My math was not perfect. Our opponent has been sitting there for a good 10 minutes wondering what's going to happen. Put back the munitions. And then this, finger in. Okay. Put back some disputes. Put back one tower, one mine. And then I'm just going to hold the OK key and point them all at the opponent. I guess we get to take a look at their deck after the game is over. I also... maybe I went overboard on the milling as well. We win! Turn 7, noob. They lose. They brought in a bunch of interaction. Yeah, you cannot beat Tron with that. Come on. Okay, let's do it again. Round 3, we're on the play. We have tower map, but no guaranteed second land. I'm gonna mulligan. Mine, crop. This looks good. I can put back the Golem Foundry. That's like the weakest card in the current hand. And we're looking to try to get this Grim Search going. So our plan is probably Candy Trail into Energy Refractor, try to find that third land, crop into Tron, Grim Search something. All right, our opponent has shown up. We're keeping. They are keeping 7. We'll put back the Golem Foundry. Lead on Mine, Candy Trail. Crop rotation and, so I guess double crop is fine, but not great. I think I'm going to bottom both of these. I would rather not burn all of my cards after having mulliganed, just to get to Tron mana. Maybe that's wrong. We do have 2 redraws, so we're going to go Refractor, draw a card, Candy Trail, draw a card. Opponent leads on a Wild Growth. They're taking their time. Land, play the Refractor, draw a card. We draw a Chromatic Star. So I'll pass the turn. So we have 2 draws to draw land next turn. The Malevolent Rumble, finding Chrysalis, Forest, Repurposer. They probably take the Forest here. They didn't make a land drop. At least one of the forests is going to the graveyard. They take the Chrysalis. Plays a land. They don't have red mana. Okay, Chromatic Star. Going to crack it for green. Play Wizard's Rockets. So not taking the land there definitely hosed me. If I had taken the land, I could have made up for that loss. So probably should have just taken the swamp. I get pretty greedy sometimes with the lands. My opponent took another 4 minutes off and played an Avenging Hunter. Okay. I'll sacrifice the Wizard's Rockets. Make black-green, I guess. Black-green. Mirror Retriever. Let's Deadly Dispute the Energy Refractor. Jeez. Okay, we'll just go to the next game. That was terrible. Terrible. Wow. So I totally threw on those scries. My opponent took 7 minutes to do absolutely nothing. It's all good. We want to bring in max life gain. Don't need the makeshift munitions. And then we probably just, let's see, we have to cut something. Maximum life gain. We do need to be fast. We don't really need to combo quite as much, we just need to live. So I'm going to cut a Grim Search, and I'm going to cut a Foundry. And the plan is to eventually find the Golem Foundry and go infinite. We would love to play first. I want some lands though this time. Okay, this is really medium. I'm going to mulligan. Okay, turn 3 Tron. I like that. So the most replaceable in the hand is the Weather the Storm, I think. We'll put that on the bottom. I only now just realized that I had the image up for a very long time, so I apologize for that. It's fixed now. Hopefully everything's fine. We'll keep our hand, put the card on the bottom. Let's see if our opponent has F6 on. Okay, took him 4 minutes. Oh, there we go. Map go. They play a forest, Arbor Elf, land, grab a mine. Sometimes this is one of the problems with the Magic Online clock. But, you know, they might have stuff they have to do. And this is also why the cuts are helpful. Okay, here's the mine. Our opponent has played a forest. Utopia Sprawl on red. Let's see if they have the turn 2 Chrysalis. There it is. Land. Play Caney Trail first, I guess. Foundry Inspector is good. So I can draw the Inspector. Draw. And then I'm not sure it gets me anywhere. It stops them from attacking with the Arbor Elf, which I like. Alright, we'll play the Inspector. Play the Wizard's Rockets. Next turn, I'm drawing another Wizard's Rockets, and then I can play the Astronaut's Altar. I can also just sacrifice this one Wizard's Rockets for a lot of different colors and mana. They tap and untap their land, making 4 mana. Looks like they have another Avenging Hunter. Oh, they're making 6. This means that they could have a boarding party. They cascade into another Chrysalis. I think I'm going to not trade this turn and just take the damage. It is quite a bit. It's like 11 damage. Yeah, they get in. Props. Let's sack this for a ton of colors and stuff. We'll go green. We don't need red. Green. The rest black. Draw a card. Find a power plant. Let's play the Wizard's Rockets. With a power plant. Deadly Dispute on the Wizard's Rockets. We draw Weather the Storm. That's good. And Caney Trail Refractor. It's a big turn. Doing a lot of stuff for very little mana. Golem Foundry is good. Bottom, top the Golem Foundry. Play the Refractor. Draw a card. We draw into the Golem Foundry. Then we can play out the Astronaut's Altar. Or sacrifice the Caney Trail. I guess if I find a Mirror Retriever... Okay, let's go sacrifice the Caney Trail. Technically, it's still 3 life either way. Draw a card. Conduit Pylons. Okay, let's just cast Weather the Storm. And not accidentally misclick and cast the Astronaut's Altar. We're gaining 18 life. I'll pass the turn. I'm at 35. They have 5, 6. They have 6, 12, 17 damage on the table. Plays an Avenging Hunter. So we're certainly not out of it. They grab a forest, and they're attacking. Do they want to sacrifice the spawns? No. Okay, well, let's lead on Conduit Pylons and see what's on top. Tower to the graveyard. Lay out. I guess I start by going Grim Search, sacrifice the treasure token, Fractor, and the Chromatic Star. Okay. So I can play the Chromatic Star for 0. I can play the Refractor for 1 mana. Draw a card. Drawing the Fangren Marauder. I almost have enough to play it, but not yet. Going to sacrifice this for black. There's a Mirror Retriever. Let's play the Astronaut's Altar. This is giving me a Golem token, which I can use to block the boarding party, which is pretty important. Play the Mirror Retriever. We'll sacrifice the Mirror Retriever to get back the Caney Trail. Just having the Foundry Inspector is so good. 0 mana stuff. We're actually accomplishing a lot of things in this turn. Alright. Scry. Looking for another... We find Caney Trail and Weather Storm. If I draw, I'll have 2 mana. I can play the Caney Trail, sack the Golem. Just... Yeah, let's top this, draw here, play the Caney Trail. Now I have 2 golems. Bottom, top this one, make a golem, make another golem, sacrifice the golem, draw a card, and then we'll sacrifice another golem and make green, and then cast Weather the Storm. Sort of out of mana for the next turn, though. Pass. I'm at 52. If they cast into the fire, the Golem Foundry will be kind of hosed. Okay, they make their Avenging Hunter bigger. Currently they have 18 power. They can put it up to 24 if they sacrifice the spawns. They're sacrificing some spawns. Looks like they have another Avenging Hunter. 6 mana. Plays Generous Ent. Sort of at this point, I feel like I should just make infinite life and then let my opponent time out. They get in. We don't have enough to Grim Search this. Okay, there we go. So this is infinite. Play Fanged Marauder. Play Mirror Retriever. And we don't really need to do anything else. We just sacrifice Mirror Retriever for Mirror Retriever over and over and over. Maybe I should have 2 Golem Foundries in the deck because this is going to take a long time. I think I have multiple Foundry Inspectors though. So I think I'm going to use some of the mana, try to find another Foundry Inspector to make this easier. Black. Sack the Mirror Retriever. Get back the other one. Okay, I don't want any of those cards. Find a Deadly Dispute. Have some sufficient mana now. Let's make a black. Deadly Dispute on the Mirror Retriever. Grab another Mirror Retriever. Zoop. We're making infinite mana. Okay, kind of stalled out. That's fine. Play the Retriever. So now I just have to loop. I'll play another Altar for funsies. Currently our opponent's at 20 life. They're going to go to 23 with the food token. So I think we need to make like 42 golems. I mean 42 counters worth of golems. Maybe 45. Okay, we have 39 golems. At this point, like looking at my clock, I think I just have to put these on the stack and F6. They have 6 blockers. We should be able to get in for lethal. And our opponent uses their food, and looks like I'm starting to get to the point where the process speed is a problem. You can check that out right here. 2000. Above that's kind of sketch. I think I'm just going to yield. I don't know what I can really do here. They'll trap me down to 206 life. Plays an Arbor Elf as a blocker. Generous Ent. Okay. I will attack with everything. Math is for blockers, not combo players. They don't have enough. They're going to take 27 damage and die. All right, we win. We'll go ahead and restart the application. Unfortunately, we have to re-sideboard. We're bringing in the Fanged Marauder, the Weather the Storm, cutting the munitions, cutting down 1 Inspector, and I think it's just going to be 1 Rocket or a Grim Search. I think a Grim Search. We'll just trim a Rocket and hope to get a little bit lucky. Here we are with a pretty solid hand if we can find Tron. I'm going to keep it off of Candy Trail Power Plant on the draw. They go Forest turn 1. Arbor Elf. Now they're playing at rapid speed. We found a second Tron land. Let's see if we can find a tower. No. Bottom. They attack for 1. Okay. Okay. We find map. And we'll play a Chromatic Star. Hopefully they don't have a Deglamour for the map. Bam. They Deglamour the map. Okay, if we don't find a land, we have to Deadly Dispute the Candy Trail likely. Hopefully they just attack for 1 again. They attack for 1. Oh yeah. Let's go green. Play a Fanged Marauder. Well, let's see you deal with that. This might be the fastest match game we've played against this opponent. Can you handle a 5/5? They did not show a sign of strength by attacking with their Arbor Elf. It's pretty awesome that they shuffled away the expedition map. We just top deck the tower and we have the energy refractor in hand. Oh, you know what? I forgot. They might just let themselves time out. Dang. Let's pause. They play an Eldrazi Repurposer. Okay. I'll go Pylons. Another expedition map. That's fine. I'll play a Fanged Marauder. They can't deal with this right now. I'm just going to attack in. Doink. This does give them a mana if they block, because they can trade the Eldrazi Repurposer as a chump blocker for a spawn. Looks like they're going to play out something. Avenging Hunter. Okay. They go into the Undercity, finding a mountain. So cast into the fire is a thing we have to worry about. We'll go map, sacrifice it. Then we yield and everything, so that always happens automatically. Grab a tower, play the tower, play the refractor, drawing a card. Okay, let's crack the candy trail and draw a card. We're at 38 life. Play out the wizard's rockets and pass the turn. I'm holding open the Deadly Dispute. Don't know if I'm going to need it. I guess they could goad my creature. They put counters on their repurposer. Untaps. Did I leave 2 Golem Founders in the deck this time? I did. Okay, I like that. Okay. They cascade into a Generous End. That's fine. We have stalled out. You can attack for 10 if you want. Okay. I'll go ahead and gain 10 life. Deadly Dispute on the rockets. Draw 3 cards, gain 10 life. I can dig it. Why do I keep saying that? Okay, Chromatic Star off the top. That gives me another target. And drawing the Golem Foundry is good because now we can start putting things onto the table. Golem Foundry. Maybe it's worth it to play the Ashnod's Altar out. Okay. I'll play the Altar. This gives me 1 Golem. Play Star. Play Rockets. And then I will crack the Star for black. Go to 51. Finding a Candy Trail. Okay, I'll play the Candy Trail out. This lets me set up the draw off the Grim Search. I'll bottom, top another Candy Trail. Bargain away the Rockets, drawing a Candy Trail. Going to 61, and then 59. Just take the Deadly Dispute. Then we'll play the Candy Trail. Mirror Retriever on top, okay. Just top only the Retriever, I think. And pass the turn. So if they go for a Deglamour on the altar, we can sacrifice the Golem to Deadly Dispute the altar, drawing into the Mirror Retriever. Our opponent is going to trap us with the Undercity. So I decided not to goad my creatures. Plays a land, 6 mana. Okay, they're untapping, making 7 mana. Annoyed Altasaur, sure. Revealing a Wild Growth. So they have no more mana available. I'll make a creature and pass the turn. Or like let them do whatever they want now. They attack for a large amount. I'll take it. First, I'm going to, I guess, take a blind draw. I think this is a blind draw. Let's Conduit Pylons to set up the draw. Star on top is fine. Let's draw again. Play the Star. Then I'm going to crack it for black. Well, let's play Mirror Retriever first. Sack the Retriever. Get back the Candy Trail. Candy Trail is so good. It's like a preordain that gains you life. A lot. It's awesome. Deadly Dispute and Weather Storm. Okay. I don't need the Weather Storm at all. Top this. And then we can draw a card here. Make black. Deadly Dispute the Chromatic Star. Just drawing more cards, gaining more life. Another Golem Foundry. Okay. So I think I'll play the map and then Deadly Dispute it in case I can find a Mirror Retriever, or just gaining tons and tons and tons and tons of life. There we go. Okay, so sack, sack, sack. Play the Golem Foundry. Sacrifice this, sacrifice this. We'll play the Foundry Inspector. And then now we'll make infinite golems. Mirror Retriever. Okay, I'll just loop again. I probably can only afford to go for a couple of minutes. It's based on the clock. But I'm making like 2/3 of a golem every loop because I have 2 Golem Founders in play. One important thing to do while you're looping like this is that when you put this trigger on the stack, you want to click the one you only have 1 of first so that the others auto stack. If you have more than 1 trigger type on the available triggers to click, it doesn't auto do it. And that's with auto stack triggers on. Obviously, this is not important for paper players. You would have already had the concession at this point. The nice thing is that our opponent's currently tapped out, so they can't have the Weather Storm. Because if I was worried about the Weather Storm, I would have to not loop quite so much. I'm going to call it after one more here, and then put a bunch of Golem Foundry tokens on the battlefield and pass the turn. All right, they're added to the stack. Boom, F6. I don't want to attack at the moment. So they're currently at 15. They'll go to 18 off the the food. They get to draw a card here with the Undercity. They have 6 blockers. So if they block my biggest creatures, they will get hit for 12 times 3. Plays a Writhing Chrysalis. All right, that's a little annoying. Now it's 9 times 3, which is still 27. All right. Send in the team. Do you have a fog? That would stink. Hiya. With all of the potential for triggers and them cracking foods and stuff, we have gone my turn yield until here, which means that I'm not worried about blocking and stuff. If they were trying to time me, they could double block a couple of times. But then we could just like pass right through it. By cracking the Chrysalis, it does put triggers on the stack that I have to respond to if I'm not yielding. See, they're putting triggers on the stack, trying to deal, like, slow me down, but they lose. Couldn't do it. Now, the thing that bothers me the most is when people who are not playing at speed try to time you, but they couldn't get there. We'll see you in round 4. We're here in round 4 on the play. Once again, the recording, the score is not working correctly, but that's fine. We are 3-0 at this time. Let's go land, Candy Trail, or just Wizard's Rockets. I'll try the Candy Trail. Our opponent's on Island. They're probably going to Spell Pierce it. Instead, they just Mental Note. We have Grim Search and another land. It's probably fine. We do need to find the tower. Next turn, we can just play out 2 1-drops. Turn after that, potentially go Golem Foundry, just depending on what they have. They're brainstorming, playing Island. They thought scar themselves again, milling 2 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the graveyard. Go 1-drop, 1-drop. Golem Foundry is how you win this matchup. So here they're slamming a Serpent. That's pretty good for me. I'll play the Golem Foundry out. Your go. I do need to find Tron quickly because otherwise they have Spell Pierces available. Plays a Brainstorm. And Cryptic Serpent being a 6/5, it definitely increases the clock a lot. They get in, put me to 14. Hopefully they don't have another Terror. They have another Serpent and a Delver. That's pretty bad. Nice here that we found Weather the Storm, so I can go black here, draw a card, finding a Candy Trail. I can play Candy Trail, looking for Tower, and I get I get a counter. If I can get 3 counters, I'll make a Golem. Find Expedition Map. So let's top, Deadly Dispute the Wizard's Rockets. Go land. This is currently almost lethal. If this Delver flips, it's 15 damage. Or I can put a Golem on the table. Okay, I'm going to attempt to put a Golem on the table, and then hopefully that stalls. Expedition Map, Candy Trail. Looking for colored sources. Mirror Retriever is okay, but maybe not good enough. I'll top both though. Pass the turn. So this depends on them not having a bounce spell right now. They brainstorm to set up the Delver. If they have a Boomerang in their deck, then I'm hosed, but the other bounce spell that people have been playing is a sorcery. Then Thought Scour themselves. Milling Island, Thought Scour. Plays an Island, 3 cards in hand. Do you have the Boomerang? It comes down to this. They didn't, so we're taking 9. They play a Tolarian Terror. So I can gain 6 life. 6 life plus block here. We will crack the map for Tower. Play the Tower. Draw off the Weather Storm off this. I'll draw again. Play out the Mirror Retriever. And I block here. It's lethal, unfortunate. So just a little bit too slow. Maybe I should have bottomed both the Retrievers. Let's bring in the Fanged Marauders. Cut this. And then we are just going to be a life gain pile. And eventually Golem Foundry them out. So we don't really need the altar necessarily. Maybe we can trim 1 altar. And we're going to make 1 more cut. I'll trim on one inspector. Oh, I need to bring in the now spell bombs. What am I doing? Okay, that makes things different. Let's get rid of the altar. I'll cut one weather, one rockets. So just need Tron a little bit faster this time. This is sketchy. I'm going to mulligan. That was close though. Mine, tower, pylons. We can keep this and put back the swamp. Lead on land, chromatic star. And then this way, if we draw a power plant, we can play it out soon. Otherwise, we'll probably pylons into maybe the blood fountain. Pylons go. Or like, let's see what happens here. Looking for power plant. Wizard's rockets. I'm going to graveyard it. Let's just try playing out this blood fountain. That just snap resolved, so they didn't have a spell pierce in hand, or they were just looking to make this brainstorm happen. Mental note, milling double deep analysis. They play a land. I draw a map, so I can go tower, play the map. Okay, now we have Tron online. And we're looking to get the Fangor Marauder into play. They thought scar themselves, milling boomerang, so they are a boomerang deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See if they just go double terror. Plays a serpent and a Tolarian terror. I can go power plant, make green, play the Marauder. We have 1 mana floating, and I'll just discard an Urza's Mine, going to 25. We find a Candy Trail that's representing 8 life. They Echoing Truth the Marauder. They probably have a counterspell then. Okay, I'll try to play it. Play the Marauder. They have 11 power on the table. Easy counterspell for the opponent. Let's Candy Trail. Bottom both of these. I'm going to draw a card, I guess. Going to 17 life. Pass the turn. Next turn we can get back the Marauder and then crack the Chromatic Star to gain some life. They Deep Analysis. Lorien revealed. They're moving very fast. Plays an island. Gets in for 11. Go land. Get back the Marauder. If they have counterspell in hand, I'm dead. Sometimes they just have it. They did not. So let's go green in case we draw a crop rotation. They boomerang again. That's weird. Okay. Gain some life, but that is not it, and that's lethal. Opponent wins the game. Dang, that was fast. Round 5 on the draw versus Donnie Tokyo. We have double Weather the Storm, which can be good. I'm going to keep this. We can pylons into map, looking for mine or power plant. Play the star. Try to go for a Deadly Dispute situation. Our opponent seems to be on probably Brood Scale. Let's Surveil. I will graveyard the Candy Trail, put the map into play. Plays another Swamp. They've got the Brood Scale, but they don't have green mana. Oh, they have Malevolent Rumble. Okay, so they're on a Jund version. No bridges right now that I've seen. I guess they take the Chrysalis. Alright. Finding a tower. Let's just grab mine, I guess. I can go mine or power plant, doesn't really matter. The next turn we go Retriever Star. Then the turn after that we can Deadly Dispute the Mirror Retriever and get Tron. They rumble again. So here they find the Glee. Wellspring, Eviscer's Insight, and Forest as well. There's like no way they don't take the Glee here. Unless they already have Glee in hand. They take it Wellspring, so they had Glee in hand. Okay, we find Foundry Inspector. So I'll play that out. Inspector into Chromatic Star. One thing with this deck is we could make infinite life and then it will be physically impossible for our opponent to actually beat us because they won't have the time to be able to actually accomplish comboing off. Like if I go to 200 life, there's no way they can physically do it. Here they have enough mana to play Riding Chrysalis. So that's what they do. Now it looks like they're playing the Ichor Wellspring off of the Chrysalis tokens. Okay. So they currently can't win from hand. Finds a Duress, which can take the Deadly Dispute, which kind of sucks. We have Expedition Map. So let's go map, bracket, grab the power plant, play the power plant. I'll play out the Mirror Retriever. Then I'm going to sacrifice this for black right now, just in case I draw a Deadly Dispute effect. I draw a Blood Fountain, which is pretty good. I can discard one of the weathers. Draw. Grim Search. Okay, pass the turn. I assume we're going to block here and get back the Chromatic Star, and then we go Chromatic Star, Grim Search to Chromatic Star. We're very low on colors, though. Our opponent has a Brood Scale. Interesting. They don't have Glee right now. I'll block. Get back the Star. I can also go Star, Blood Fountain back, the Retriever, play the Retriever, Grim Search the Retriever. Let's go Chromatic Star, make a black, another Grim Search, Fountain, get back the Retriever, play Mirror Retriever, Grim Search the Retriever, bonk, get back the Chromatic Star. Here at least I could just go Weather the Storm, but that's probably not going to win. If they have Glee, they can have 2 lethal attackers here. So I'm kind of looking for Mirror Retriever plus Altar. Main deck Snuff Out, okay. I'll take the Deadly Dispute and this Candy Trail. Play out the Chromatic Star. I'm pretty surprised that they didn't just play the Glee last turn. Golem Foundry, Refractor. Refractor I do like. I don't know if Golem Foundry is necessary at the moment. Like if we find the Altar, we can make infinite mana probably. So let's bottom that, top the Refractor. Our opponent sacrifice for a swamp. I'm ready to click the concede button if they just have the Glee in hand. They adapt the Brood Scale. And there's the Glee, so we can move on. Just think that having Glee as the combo deck of the format makes the format kind of boring. I'm sorry for everybody that has to keep getting got by Glee. Alright, we bring in the Seal of Dooms. We bring in the Stream of Thought. We don't need the Weather the Storms. I guess the Stream of Thought doesn't matter that much. So what else are we going to cut here? We have to move quickly. Maybe the Makeshift Munitions isn't that necessary. So we can always just draw our deck into more Seal of Dooms to stop them from comboing. Alright, get rid of that. And then I'm on the play. I'm going to trim 1 Inspector. Submit. Let's play first and hopefully get there. We have Rockets, we have Seal of Doom. They didn't show us any bridges, so I don't think they have Wildfire. I'll play the Rockets turn 1. So they had Snuff Out in hand. During their last turn, they could have just Gleed and then snuffed my creature and attacked for lethal. So don't forget that you can Snuff Out to turn on your Brood Scale. And they've got a Duress. They take the Seal of Doom. Makes sense. We'll just play Artifact and pass. Next turn, I'm going to play the Golem Foundry. If they just have straight up Brood Scale kill you, I'm going to be pissed. Crack this for black-green. In case we draw a Crop Rotation. Blood Fountain. Crack this for green. I guess I'm going to play out the Golem Foundry here. We have 1, 2. We can play 2 artifacts. 1, 2. But we can't play 3. If they just have it, I'm going to be like pretty angry. They Malevolent Rumble, Chrysalis Forest, Nightblade, and Chromatic Star. They get a spawn. Plays a Chromatic Star that they grabbed. Okay. Swings in for 2. If I find a land off the top, okay. We'll go map and play the Refractor. And then the Blood Fountain. So now at least we have a blocker. Draw a card. Another Refractor. And we make a blood. They play an Ichor Wellspring, draws a card. Malevolent Rumble, finding Wellspring, Landscape, Chromatic Star, Chromatic Star. They've already played a land this turn. I guess they just take the Wellspring. They choose Star. We're just going to yield until attacks. Maybe they'll make a mistake and attack here. Plays a Star. They did not draw the Glee. Okay, they did make a mistake and attack. So that's good for me. Maybe they have a Snuff Out. Okay, they're at 3 life. We have Power Plant. Let's play the Refractor, draw a card. We could draw a Seal of Doom. Did not. Let's play Candy Trail. I'm going to bottom, top the Deadly Dispute. Now the question is whether or not I can't do anything. So let's just gain 3 life and draw a card. Now we just sit here waiting to see if they have it. Deadly Dispute on the Wellspring. 6 cards in hand. GG. Well, that's a frustrating way to end the league, 3-0 into 0-2, but it happens. I think Tron is still pretty good. I wasn't very convinced about this version of it where we were playing all these 1-drops. I think Seal of Doom is good, and I really dislike Glee being in the format. Sorry. Hopefully everybody enjoyed. We'll see you in the next video.